Ooh, what's going on? I was literally testing some stuff and recording some stuff and getting ready. And I said, you know what? I feel a little energized. I think I'm gonna go live. Let me just see who up. Let me test some stuff live so at least I know, you know, how it's working, what it's doing. How am I sounding for you? Am I echoing? I feel like I might be echoing. What y'all think? I might be all right. No, that was an echo. Okay. What about now? Yo, I'm still so excited about the fact that Cory Booker is the GOAT. Okay. Maybe I'm up and I'm amped because y'all, he was up for 25 hours and 5 minutes. And what's so crazy is so many people. Yo, as you all come in, I'm really just testing some stuff, but I'm gonna talk to y'all. I'm just live. If you come in and you talk, it's midnight. It's a midnight scoop. So if you up for a midnight scoop, I don't mind talking to you. I don't mind encouraging you on the night. I do have something to say. I'm testing some stuff out though, for real, like real talk. But what's up? I see y'all coming in. Hey y'all, why are you up? Why aren't you getting some rest? Um, but yeah, I was just saying that uh I think I might be wired because sometimes when you have something to do, you just got to do it. You can't be thinking really about, like whether or not you're tired, whether or not, you could be doing something else instead of, but if you got time to do it, just do it. And so I was up doing some things on tonight. And like I said, I'm so proud of the black man that is Cory Booker. Um, and for his demonstration on tonight. Anybody else just watched um him being on the floor since yesterday? Actually, at this point, it's midnight, so the day before yesterday at this point, but he was standing up for 25 hours and I was kind of thrown by it. And so baby and I were talking and I was like, so when the other people were talking, could he run to the bathroom? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, what about when Chaplain Black was praying? I was like, could he leave then? Because, during, if you watched it, there were, you couldn't really see where, if the camera wasn't on you in that moment. And yeah, you know that you've heard that they can't leave, but to actually know they cannot leave, that's crazy. So kudos to him. And it just really had me thinking, to be honest, as I was closing my evening, as we, ate dinner and we had our time and things or whatever. And I was just thinking about it. And then as the post I was saying earlier, um, maybe this was just his assignment. And a lot of times people are like, well, what was the purpose? What becomes of him doing what he did? What is the point? They haven't said anything all this time and da 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 da, yeah, yeah, yeah. And beyond all of that, just because you don't understand his assignment doesn't mean that that's not what he was supposed to do. And so for somebody to extend themselves, to extend their bodies, I mean, I don't know if he had something, he had to have had something up under, his suit, some type of contraption that, that was able to help him. Or maybe he detoxed, maybe he prepared for the assignment. We don't know. Maybe he prepared for the assignment. He was able to do the 25 hours in 5 minutes. And to me, that's encouraging. Because regardless of if people understand what it is that you know that you're supposed to do, prepare for your assignment. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about what they may be called to do. Don't worry about what they may be able to do. But what is it that you are called to do? His team said that when he first got up, that they didn't really have a time, right? I'm sure that they knew that there was this record, but they didn't really have a time, but they had an assignment. At some point, somebody got to say something, right? At some point, okay, I get it. This is where we are. This maybe that did not happen before, but regardless, something has to be said, something has to be done, and this is what I can do. This is what I can do. And so, for somebody, for a lot of us, I believe that that should have challenged us of saying that regardless of what I may not have done then, what can I do now? What can I say now? How can I show up now? For nothing else, how can I show up now? I believe that that's what Cory Booker demonstrated for us tonight. How can I show up now? And if this is all that I have to offer, and if it doesn't do anything else but draw attention, this is what I can do now. And I think that, a lot of us, we're wrestling and we can't go to sleep because we're trying to figure out, what can I do now? Or maybe that's what we're not thinking about. Maybe we're so busy and we're woke thinking about what we didn't do that we don't think about what we can do now. God, what can I do now? God, help me for now. I know what I wanted to do. I know what I thought about doing, but God, what can I do now? So what's the point? The point is that this is what I can do now. This is what I thought about doing now. And I believe that it means something. I believe that what Senator Booker did over those 25 hours and 5 minutes meant something. It meant something. And so we got to look at our lives and we got to consider, what do I need to do? What can I do now that can mean something? Don't worry about what you didn't do. Don't worry about even what you did before. What can you do now? What can you do now? I think that's where we found ourselves earlier. When I was reading First Thessalonians 4:1. I was reading it earlier and it was just saying, yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, you're doing what it is that God has called you to do, but you can do more. So I don't know if you have to determine, what do I need to do now, or what can I do more of? But I think that every single day we should be examining ourselves and trying to determine if I can do more, or if I can just do what I can do now. That's it. That's all. I told y'all I was just testing some equipment, but I really have been thinking about Senator Booker and praying for him. Praying for his body, God restoring him everything that he gave up for the American people. I pray that he gets rest on tonight. I pray that God restores him in every area. I pray that God restores his vocal cords, that God restores the strength that he had to have in his calf muscles to just hold himself up. I just pray that God restores in him everything that he gave up for the American people on today. And I don't care what was not done before. I'm grateful for what he did now. And I believe that that's where God has a lot of us. God just wants to see, what are you going to do now? And then we'll talk about what you do later. But what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? I think that our now sets us up for later. We have to condition ourselves to do better. We don't just wake up. Now some of us are just magical creatures. We just make up, we wake up, we make a decision and we just do it. But some of us it takes a little time. And maybe it's going to take a little time for a lot of people's hearts to be conditioned. But I believe that if we do what we can do now, God will do what God will do. Not what God can do, but what God will do. Because I serve a God that already had these days lined out before a single one of them began. So regardless of what we're going through, no, regardless of the adversity, no, regardless of how we got here, I serve a God that already has a plan. So what can I do now? Who am I? Okay. I'm testing my equipment. If this hits you, it hits you. But if not, it's okay. Because I'm just doing my assignment. Regardless if you understand it. Somebody gonna be like, well, why is she on there? Because this was my assignment. My assignment was to test my equipment. And my assignment was to challenge us to what can we do now? Because I think that that's what Cory Booker, the Honorable Senator Cory Booker demonstrated for us in 25 hours and 5 minutes. That regardless of what happened, regardless of how y'all may have felt like the ball may have gotten dropped, no matter what you think of what was not said, this is what I can do now. I can stand up, I can speak for the people, I can read these letters, I can draw out this time, I can make them think, I can make them talk, I can change the narrative, I can change the conversation, I can force the conversation. This is what I can do now. And in our lives, in our communities, in our neighborhoods, in our churches, we have to examine what can I do now? How can I change my conversation now? How can I stand up now? How can I look out for my fellow man now? Yo, what's your assignment? What's your assignment? We get very comfortable judging other people's assignments. We get very comfortable looking at what other people are doing and saying and asking why are they doing it the way that they're doing it. We get comfortable in asking why people are engaging in places and surrounding themselves with people that they are, but we need to be worried about our own assignments. You need to be worried about what you're doing and how can you do what you can do. And what can you do now? I commend Senator Cory Booker for what he did now. I can't speak for what he did then. I don't even know what he's going to do because of what he did now. But I know what he did now. I know he sacrificed his body. I know he sacrificed his time. I know he sacrificed eating, all of the things that we don't want to give up. We want to do a lot of talking. We want to do a lot of typing. But what can you do now? I'm about to get off here because I was not supposed to be on here this long. I told y'all I came on here to test my equipment. And to really tell y'all, for real though, morning cereal is coming back. I want to have conversations that encourage us to have relevant examinations around life. Even like this conversation right now, this conversation is encouraging us to examine ourselves and what we're doing now. What God, what are you calling me to do now? I don't want to worry about what you've called somebody else to do. God, you didn't call me to stand up for 25 hours and 5 minutes. I didn't feel like that was going to do anything. That's how somebody feels. That's what your comments are saying. That's not what God called you to do. God didn't call you to stand up for 25 hours and 5 minutes, but he did call you to do something. What can you do now? Who can you call now? Who can you encourage now? Who can you reach out to now? Who can you speak up for now? How can you take better care of yourself now? Yeah, I ain't listen, I'm not supposed to be on here. I came on here to test my equipment. But since y'all are on here, Morning Cereal is back. So please download Morning Cereal and stay connected because I want to encourage us. I want to get us pumped for the day and excited about doing what it is that God has called us to do. Whatever that is now, whoever it is that you're supposed to reach now, whoever life it is that you're supposed to change now, whatever type of rest that you're supposed to have now, what are you supposed to be doing now? Somebody's supposed to be asleep right now. Is it you? It's probably me because I got to get up. Why? Because morning cereal is back. So meet me in the morning so I can encourage us to just be in the now. Okay? All right. All right. So listen, I'm praying for you. Pray for me so that I can continue to do what I'm supposed to do now, which is encourage you to do what you can do now. All right. That's it. Bye.